Hello again, it's Camille from Butternut Soap Company, and I'm back to make my Dragon's Blood soap as promised. I've been putting this one off. I don't know why I've been putting this one off. I actually really like the smell, but I'm making it today. And I put a divider in the middle, and I'm going to use this kind of like rust red oxide with activated charcoal on the other side. Well, we'll see how it goes. And thanks, Ellen, for the tip of shoring up my sides. Duh. Again, the total obvious eludes me. So this recipe has mango butter, cocoa butter, castor, coconut, and olive oil in it. And my lye has sugar, sodium lactate, and silk. So, as per usual, I'm going to strain this puppy. And I decided that I am just laying my stick blender on its side today. I am not risking that sucker tipping over and possibly destroying everything. Lesson learned. The thing is so tall. It really is. Okay. Got that. Let's stick blend it into submission. And again, I want light trace on this one, especially because there's butters in it. It'll thicken up really quick. And I don't need it super fluid. I actually don't want it super fluid because I don't want it to run underneath the divider that I made. But I don't want it to be so thick that I have to hammer down super hard. Okay, hang on, I'm gonna stick blend. This is actually such a nice recipe. I love this recipe. Okay, well, all the soaps I'm making right now, I absolutely love the recipes, but this one is one of my absolute favorites. It makes a nice hard bar, but it's so creamy and frothy. I tell you, putting sugar in your lye water really does make a difference. You could have a creamy, nice lather, but you add that sugar to your lye water, and it amps up your bubbles. It's just gorgeous. Gotta try it. If you haven't tried it, try it. This is 28 ounces. I used a teaspoon, what did I put? Teaspoon and a half of sugar in my lye water. Air bubbles. And we are already there, I think. Just scrape down the sides a bit. And as usual, I'm putting kaolin clay in to anchor my scent. Not only does it anchor your scent, it gives such a nice slip to your bar. So it's not a necessity. You don't have to put clay in your soap, but I highly recommend it because it has two advantages. It anchors your scent and it gives your bar a super nice slippy feel. It's just really nice. Okay, you crazy stick blender, you're going on your side because you can't be trusted. There. Now that's safe. Okay, so I've got really light trace here. I'm gonna stir just a bit more. But I want to make sure that's emulsified. Yep. Got a light trace there. Oh, excuse me. I've also got some liquid soap diluting right now. And it is the paste that I had made in my crock pot. It's taking forever. Okay, well, it feels like forever. I'm not the most patient person, but that no-cook method, that dissolves so much quicker. It really does. I do want to make another one. I'm running low on distilled water. Just adding my clay now. I want to make more, and I want to make a liquid soap that has a higher coconut oil content in it this time. I just want some more froth. Like the two that I made are really nice. You know, they feel nice and silky, and your hands don't feel all dry when you're done using it. But I do want one that's like a bit of a harder cleanser, if that's the way to word it. Okay, got our clay. And we're going to add fragrance, which is dragon's blood, which is actually a really nice scent. If you like sandalwood, those kind of, I call them the 70s incense scents. This is one of them. It smells really good, and it's got kind of a, I would describe it as a spicy undertone. It's not overpowering. It's not like crazy overpowering, but it's nice. But because it's not my absolute favorite scent, I just kept putting off making it because I like to make my favorite scents first. Okay, so we're gonna blend this puppy up, and I am gonna use my stick blender for this. Oh, nice, huh? Actually, I prefer these, this is just a Betty Crocker spatula that I paid $1.50 for at the dollar store. But I like it because it doesn't have the wooden handles, so there's no little corners to get your stuff out of. Nothing gets trapped there. And I kind of like that. Okay, let's do it. And because I'm not using titanium dioxide in this one, yippee, I'm not going to have any glycerin rivers. Yay. Well, that's what I have to say about that. Yippee. No rivers. I've got my pink grapefruit. It's not ready to cut yet. And that one, ooh, I'm just hoping that there's no glycerin rivers in it. Because if you haven't seen the video, I used some silk sericite mica is what I used, and some titanium dioxide, hoping that I could lighten up on the TD and therefore avoid my glycerin rivers, because I have to gel. I have to avoid the crazy soda ash. But I'm not minding the gelling. It's the glycerin rivers that are bugging me. And there's some soaps where you can do a water discount. And then there's other soaps that, like this one, I don't want to do too much of a discount. I'm at 35% on this one because I don't want it to get super, super thick before. Okay, so how much do I have? Sorry, I just want to split it in half. 46.25, so 23. Okay, 23. So much better to weigh it. I'm so bad at eyeballing. 21, 22. Now I gotta be careful that I don't over pour. So I'll go 23.15. There we go. Perfect. Ta-da! Let's clean that up a bit. Okay. See, I can see it's thickening up on me already, which makes me very glad that I didn't over blend it. So we're going to use this red oxide. I know a lot of people don't like using oxides. First of all, if you're going to get them, invest in a little mini mixer, because it's almost impossible to get all the specks out. And if you use a little too much, the color bleeds onto your cloth. But it washes out, so it's something to freak out over. It washes out, just like activated charcoal. If you want a true black, you're gonna get gray bubbles. It's a given. So roll with it. Because there's nothing like that beautiful black. I use 3 teaspoons for just the 1/2. And I'm hoping that'll give me a black. If it doesn't, I think I'll settle for what I get, because I don't think I want to add more than that, because that's quite a bit. Okay, I'm just going to hand stir this one in. See, I love that. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see. Let's see which way works better. It's like almost, I want to call it rust, but dark, 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 dark rust. And to me, it just kind of suits the scent. I'm not sure what I'm going to call this soap. I was thinking of just calling it Red Dragon, because I love the word dragon. I love dragons. I wish they were real. I would have one as a pet if they were real. That's how much I love them. So I'm either going to call it that, or some name is going to hit me at 3 a.m. and I'll write it down, and that's what we'll call that one. Okay, now you can sit and thicken a little bit. Actually, I don't need this spatula at all. So yeah, thank you, Ellen. I shored up the sides of my tall and skinny mold, and I think I won't have a problem with it bowing out. Yay. Because my last few batches of soap all look like they need to go on a diet because they're bulging in the middle. Look at all that gorgeous black. Oh, I dispersed my black. Again, I didn't use my batch oils. I did weigh out how much I used, but I just used olive oil this time to disperse my colorants. Look, black. Don't you just love black in a soap? I bought this fragrance called The Perfect Man from Nature's Garden. Okay, it was expensive simply because I had to ship it in from the States. But I heard such rave reviews about it. But I'm beginning to think that maybe I should send away for a sample from Candora and see what they have one called, I think it's called Black Tie. Black Tie? Can't remember what it's called. But maybe it'll smell close, because what did I pay for that? I paid like 20 bucks or something for the bottle, or maybe 30. But the shipping was more than the fragrance. So that was pretty expensive. I mean, granted, it smells, it smells like one of those awesome colognes that, you know, somebody walks by and you go, oh, you smell so good. But I'm hoping to find something maybe in Canada that smells similar. It's just, it reminds me actually of when I placed my first order with Brambleberry. Okay, first and last. The shipping was outrageous. And it took forever to get here. Not ordering from them again. I'm not saying their stuff's not good. Their stuff is great. It's too much. And my customers are not going to be able to afford to pay for those kinds of ingredients. It's the shipping that kills you. Their prices are a little high too. Oh, that's just my husband telling the new puppy no, because we get a new puppy. Okay, this isn't thick yet, so maybe I'll stick blended to get a little thickness going. Because when you have a divider in your mold and your batter's fluid, you really got to wrestle and press down your divider. And right now I'm using a corrugated plastic divider that it was an election sign, actually, a leftover election sign, and I just cut it up into pieces, and that's what I actually used to shore up the sides of my mold. So I'm going to try stick blending this to see if I can get it thicker faster. without filling it with air bubbles. And I'm digging that very black. To me, if there's too much activated charcoal in there, so what? It's great. Activated charcoal is awesome in a bar soap. So if I have to add quite a bit to get my pure true black, so be it. It's awesome in soap. See, on camera, it looks to me as though this red is brown, but it's actually not. It's this really, oh, I just love it. It's just a dark, rusty red. It's perfect for this fragrance. Like, I have all kinds of micas, and as soon as I smelled that fragrance, my mind immediately went, oh, you gotta use your red oxide for this. You have to. Okay, I'm gonna stick blend this one too. And after I'm done making this soap, I'm gonna make a cutting video of the pink grapefruit. And you have to understand, it takes almost a day to upload anything here. We live in one of these weird dead zones, so we only have one option for an internet provider, and they suck. They really do. They suck. Bottom line. Oh, it smells nice. Like, I want to be able to spoon it in there. I don't want it to run in there. I've done that before and had near perfect results, but never perfect. So this time I am going to just keep touching it until I think it's like, even now this red is getting very close. You see how it's kind of holding itself? It's almost there. Almost there. And yeah, when I sell any soap that has activated charcoal in it and it gives me a colored froth, I just tell people don't sweat it. I tell them so that they know. Because yeah, you don't want them going home trying it and going, oh, my cloth turned gray. Yeah, no sweat. Comes out in the wash. It's awesome. They just need to know is all. Because I know if I bought a soap and it turned my washcloth gray, I'd be freaking out a little bit and going, what is this? But yeah, as long as people are informed, they don't care. Well, most don't care. I have a feeling I may have to do a textured top with this, because I would say the corrugated plastic here is about a quarter inch, not quite a quarter inch thick, but I have to factor in that, yeah, that still takes up that amount of soap. Oh, I'm reaching over and I'm going that amount of soap. You'll see when I put it in front of me. But then I will try to just do a quick little shook across the top and call it a day. If I do more than that, I don't know what to say. Every time I say I won't, I do. Okay, you are almost there. you're looking at making soap, if you haven't made soap at all, any kind of soap, I say dive in, do it. Do your research. There's a million and one videos, tutorials on how to start, lye safety, beginner recipes. If you're watching, if you find yourself watching like 13 soap videos back to back to back to back, it means you should probably make soap. Really. Soaping 101, awesome. Awesome channel. Soap Queen TV, again, awesome. All kinds of recipes for beginners, all the tips and tricks you need to know to make your first batch of soap. Soap Queen, I don't think she does any hot processing. She does cold process. But I think Soaping 101 covers hot process. I don't remember where I picked up hot process exactly. It's not my favorite method. Everybody has their favorite. CP is my favorite. It always will be. I was really thrilled when Valerie Mosher and Tina Monick were showing all the, well, they still do, their videos on fluid hot process, which had me completely intrigued, because the one thing I didn't like about hot process was you can't do all those really cool, fun swirls. And then they showed this, and I tried it, and it was, oh, it felt like hitting the jackpot. It was awesome. But I had to come back to my first love. I just had to. I loved cold process, and therefore I must cold process. Okay, this is taking a little bit, but I am not rushing it. I refuse. Don't want it too thick, but I don't want it runny. Isn't that a gorgeous black? Look at that. Shiny, shiny blackness. I love it. And I like that this fragrance isn't overpowering. When I first smelled it, I was like, ooh, reminds me of incense. But without being that thick, heavy, that cloying smell. It wasn't like that. And it's really nice and like, smells nice. Oh, there's also CP, oh, for crying out loud, what am I? The stabilizer, vanilla stabilizer. Thank you. Sorry, I have modifiers. I have all these different things that I kind of got lost there. I have some vanilla stabilizer in here because, believe it or not, you wouldn't think so to smell this, but it does have vanillin in it, and apparently has a tendency to discolor. And I don't want it to do that. So the vanilla stabilizer I have, unless the vanillin like if your vanillin content is under 10%, you do a 2 to 1, like fragrance 2, stabilizer 1. If it's 10% or up, it's 1 to 1 ratio. But make sure if you're going to use that, you double check with the supplier you got it from, because they may have a different usage rate. Oh, and a little tip from me to you. Don't open it and do not take a whiff of it. I did that when I first got it without thinking, even though, you know, I remember on the website it had said do not inhale, blah blah blah. I got it, and you know, you just get in the habit of opening everything up and smelling it. I was coughing, my lungs were burning, my eyes were watering. Very nasty stuff. Very nasty to breathe in. You don't smell it in here. Like, I don't smell it in here. But when you just open the bottle, yeah, you better have your mask on. That stuff is bad. Okay, what do you think? Think that'll run underneath? I don't think it will. I really don't think it will. Let's give it a shot, shall we? I want to go with this one first, because this one, that always puzzles me. Why does one always get thicker quicker than the other? Well, I don't think I'll ever know. Okay, so I want to be all careful with my mold here. Okay, see, so I just have that corrugated plastic divider. Here, I'll move my handle out of your way. And I did tell myself I was using a spoon for this, because I don't have the steadiest hands on the planet. I shake a lot. I think this is going to look really cool if it works. If it doesn't work, I'll get mad. It's so funny. I love the soap so much. But boy, oh, see? And it's something like that that'll make me go, ooh, and it'll make me mad. Because now I got to find a way to get down there without touching the divider or moving it to get that red out. Yo. Of course. Would it be any other way? No. I wish I could be like one of those really graceful soapers. Every move they make just looks so deliberate and perfect. And then there's me, sloppy all over the place. Okay, now's the tricky part. See that red down there? What am I gonna do? How am I gonna get that out? And I can see the red running. I think a clean spatula. Okay, first of all, you gotta go. And I'll try to scoop that up. Because I'm hoping against the black, maybe that tiny little bit won't show. But I need to get some black in here to balance it out because it's pushing the divider. I need another spoon. See, that black is still somewhat runny. Come on. I hope you can see what I'm doing. You know what? You can't. Okay, I'm trying to be all careful here. Can you see that? Okay, come on, black. Don't drip everywhere. Just stay on the side where you belong. That's all I'm asking for. I'm sure you can buy dividers that fit perfectly into molds, but you know what? Overall, this does work. Like, I could have cut this one so that it was a little bit more snug, but then I was afraid I'd have trouble pulling it up. So, I figured I'd do it this way. I think it'll be fine. I have to finally just give up those dreams of absolute perfection. And then I'll be okay. Okay, I'm gonna add a bit more red. Boy, I feel like I have 3 left hands right now. Okay. But see what I mean? Don't these colors look so sharp together? I cannot wait to cut this soap. I am excited to cut this soap. I sure hope it looks the way I'm picturing it. Don't you dare go on the other side. Oh, and by the way, threatening your soap never works. Soap's funny that way. It has a mind of its own. If you say don't, it probably will. Okay, you know what? I should probably do this. I don't want any pockets in there. I will bang it, of course, but look at this. Okay, I'm gonna add some more black. I feel like I have a lot of extra soap. But I've been saying that lately, and it's been turning out where I actually don't have a lot of extra soap. Most times, none at all. Which is what I'm looking for. I have enough samples to last me a lifetime. I don't need more samples. Come on, my black beauty. Look at that happy black. Oh, she's so pretty. So pretty. Okay, try to clean up some of this red bowl. Can you even see? I'm sorry, I'm casting crazy shadows. And I have got red soap all the way up my bowl, all the way up the spoon. I'm thinking what I'll have left over, I may have to put on the top and texture a bit because it is going to sink in, right? We'll see. We'll see what happens and what I have to do. So, you know, if you ever want to do a soap with dividers, I did one with 3 dividers before. That was a long time ago. And it was tricky, but I didn't have to pay a bunch of money to get these fancy dividers. I just had to be really, really careful with my homemade dividers. Yeah, see, I do have extra. Okay, I need to clean up this bowl. When all the sides are covered like that, it makes me a little just irritated. I'm starting to notice I'm a highly irritable soaper. So many things make me crazy. Okay, let's see here now. Like, look at that. That's actually quite a bit of leftover soap. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see. It doesn't look like much, but to me it looks like a lot. But my sides are shored up. That makes me very happy, so I don't have pregnant soap anymore. Because that was really bothering me. Because really, that's what it made me think of. Oh, look, my soap is pregnant. It's all fat in the middle. It's fine when you are pregnant, but soap should not be pregnant. Okay, I have probably equal amounts of extra of both here. So let's just get this here. And I think I'm going to bang it with the divider in it. I hope that's not stupid. I really do. Well, there's air bubbles coming out, so a tap was necessary. Okay, I think I need more red. Not much. I may have to grab my round mold or a guest mold. I'll just grab my guest one. I have a grapefruit one going in there. Because, I don't know, this extra soap, I don't think I want to cram it in here. Oops. Drag that right across the top. Yeah, that's something I would do. That's one thing with oxides and charcoal. When you get this stuff anywhere, you really gotta scrub to get it off. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna use my spatula for this. My poor, messy, covered spatula. So I can see, because it looks to me like I have room for a little bit more black. I think I need to tap it again to be sure. Let's give it another bang and see. Okay, now I'm going to try pulling this sucker out. And we'll have a look-see. I need a spatula here. Oh, and I better do it this way if I'm going to use my black spatula. Come on, guys, knock on wood for me. Boy, I need to let my nails grow so that I can grab it. For the life of me, I cannot get a grip of this. I cut my nails so they would quit poking through my gloves, and now I can't grab anything. My nails are usually like my little tweezers. There we go. See, and I'll just scrape this a little bit as I go. But I think this will enable me to add that little bit of soap that I have left. Because it may not look like much, but it does. It does take up room. Okay, the black is sliding out really easy. It's the red that wants to be pushed down. Oh, by the way, happy Canada Day to any Canadian watchers. It's Canada Day. It's our 150th birthday. Hope you guys are going to see some nice fireworks and enjoying the gorgeous weather. Well, it's gorgeous here anyway. Partly cloudy, but nice and warm. Okay, you can go straight in the garbage, actually. Is where that can go. Oh, see? I have room for my extra soap. Well, yippee-ki-yay. Ooh, that's kind of a lot. No, I just need to try to be delicate. I'm not good at delicate. I handle this like a friggin' cowboy wrestling a steer. Come on, baby. There you go. Oh, look at that soap behaving all nice for me. Thank you, soap. And add a bit more black because I have the room now. Wow, my gloves are filthy. Okay, I'm going to do that. Right on. I am going to get to use all my soap. That makes me happy. Okay, I need this out of my way. And yes, I'm going over the edges right now just because I'd rather do that than go to the middle just now. I don't want to go to the middle just yet. Look at that. Look at that. I am able to scrape out my bowl and use pretty much everything in here. That makes me quite happy. Like, come on. Could I have asked for better than that? No, I couldn't have. Okay, so this one might be a little taller than my normal ones, but so be it. I don't want to waste any soap. And like I said, I haven't been doing textured tops, but with this one I'm going to have to because there's no way I'm going to get that perfect line between the two. So I'm going to have to sort of seam it together. Beautiful. Definitely digging on this. Okay, black ear done. I'm gonna put some red. There's not much left. Okay, I'm gonna, wow, what a mess. I feel messy. But can't be any worse than tipping an entire pitcher of water all over my workbench in the middle of making soap. So, yeah, I'm not gonna complain. What's a little mess? And it's a very little mess. My workbench is pretty open today because, well, when you spill like a ton of water all over your workbench in the middle of making soap, it all of a sudden kind of occurs to you that you should maybe keep the entire thing clear except for your jug of water and, you know, the thing that holds all your utensils. Okay, now this one, it's thick. I don't want it to... Okay, I'm going to tap this down and see what I get here. Okay, bit more red. You know what? I have just enough red for a guest soap in there, so I am not going to do that actually. I'm going to steal from here and drag it off to the end because this end doesn't have the same amount. And we just can't have that. Okay, so we'll go like this. Okay, and I'll do that to the black. Oh, here. Sorry, guys. Then I'm just going to do the same thing here. Just going to pull it in to the edge. now's the tricky part for me. This is always so tricky for me because I'm just not, no, that's the wrong one. I have a better one here. Here we go. Okay. Now, Camille, don't screw this up. I'm going to try banging it down again just to see if I can't get these two to flatten up a little. I'm just so scared. That's all I'm doing. And then I'll just go. I don't know why I'm doing this, but it's instinct telling me just do this. So that's what I'm doing. Should I do one more? Okay, this is one of those. Oh. Will I make it better or will I make it worse? I'm going to leave it. What do you think of that? See if I can lift it up. What do you think? Should I leave it alone? See, there, I'll make a shadow. I don't know. I really want to just do that a little bit. I have to. You know me, I can never stop at just one. I have an issue, I have a problem, I need help. Okay, well, that's what it looks like now. And I'm not done. Okay, you know what? I just decided after looking at that, I'm not done. Okay, now I am officially done. I promise now. There. I'm done. So there we have it. There's my dragon's blood soap. Don't know what I'm going to actually call it yet, but it's fragrance and dragon's blood. And I'm going to cover this up. I'm going to gel it. And I will be back and make a cutting video as soon as it's ready to cut. And I will upload that separately as I don't have Movie Maker. But thanks again for watching, for tuning in and watching what I do. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, a thumbs down if you hated it. Leave any comments, questions. I will get to them as soon as I can. And I will see you when it's time to cut this puppy. So thanks for tuning in. And don't forget to subscribe.